Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we're on Blackout TV, and we're in the middle of a heavy fist fight going down. There's lots of big guys punching the crap out of each other on the screen. It looks like I think Finland are going to win it. But I should probably introduce first of all myself. I'm Hildreth. Hello. And then my co-caster, who I'm sure none of you have heard of. He's a bit of a new to casting. He's a bit shy. Bit inexperienced. I want you all to be really nice to him so he doesn't give up. It's this guy called Admirable. Say hi, Admirable.
Hi, Admirable.
Oh god.
Just making that as awkward as possible for you, Hildreth. You know, you tried to be the big dog. You set me up there. Now I'm gonna choke slam you here live on air.
Never
you know who I am? I
Never
am
mess
the
with Admirable.
two-time caster of the season. Probably going to lose that title tonight to Pledge later on. There's going to be an award show on Team Fortress TV, I believe. But right here, right now, this is Blackout. And we're here for the Nations Cup, baby. Talk to me about the Nations Cup. This is the playoffs.
Oh yes. Well, first of all, I'm going to say thank you to John for streaming tonight. He will be doing the camera for everything that you see on screen. So it's his fault when you miss all of the big players. Just getting it out there. It's not mine. Yes,
Gone live.
I know.
Don't panic.
I'm not panicking.
I understand that this map is some sort of a setup time, of which there are 30 seconds left.
This is true. The Nations Cup, I'll tell you about the Nations Cup. We're into the knockout stages. This is the first game of the knockout stages, the first round of 16, and we're watching Finland versus Russia. And it looks like Finland will be on the offense, Russia on the defense. Russia, as with 15 seconds left, were probably the favourites to win their group, but they had a bit of a shock defeat to Poland in the group stages. They came second, and their reward is a game against one of the top seeds, Finland. And looks like they're restarting Admirable. We were trolled.
Those bastards, they just heard that there was plenty of awkward banter between me and Hildreth, and they wanted to maximise it for as long as possible. Hildreth, tell me, what can I expect to see here? How's it? What's going to happen when the gates open? What are the initial plays most teams make when pushing out?
Well, to begin with, a lot of teams like to suicide on payload, but the thing about the design of Barn Blitz is it doesn't really play into suicide. One, because the cart is actually quite close, reasonably close to a position where you can push it to the first point. By that I mean you can push it at the same time as your combo is pushing. Second thing is there's a skybox, that little train thingy above the point that really stops people from jumping over. So it's quite hard to do suicide plays on this map. So I think we might see teams not bother with it and just go straight for the Uber fight, which usually happens on this hill, and then teams will put a sentry in the little room where the A capture point is.
I'll test your knowledge here, Hildreth. I mean, obviously this is Barn Blitz Pro. The snow is gone, but if you're a pubber tuning into this right now, what else has changed about the map? What have they done to make it competitive, professional?
Oh god, I can't even remember what the old Barn Blitz version looked like. Too many bad memories. I'm trying to keep them from my mind. But the big noticeable thing is the change on last point, where there's this whole left area opened up. Or if you're defending, it will be right from the attacker's point of view. And it sort of gives another route for the attackers to come in, because the last point on this map is one of the worst points to push in TF2. I'd put it up there with the Snakewater lasts, or if you ever played 66 back in the day of Well.
Well,
what was that other
that was
map? What was that other awful map? Obscure. I hope Byte's not listening.
Obscure. Oh yeah, Byte is actually casting this one for Vanilla with Scully. You can find them over at twitch.tv/Vanilla TV. But why would you want to do that when you've already tuned in to the greatest cast you're going to see tonight here with myself, Admirable, and Hildreth and John on the camera? This is Blackout Gaming TV, and we have gone live again. Now, will they just troll us? Will it be another 45-second cock tease, Hildreth?
I know, it's like our high school date all over again, Admirable.
I'm eating a plum right now. Juicy.
I don't even want to continue that. I'm looking at Unhuman, the demo man for Russia. Should we introduce players? Are there actually players? play for these countries. I think we'll do that for Russia. You got Palafor on the medic, Crow from he's tagged up as Gangster Gang. He's on Pyro. Shadowburn, never heard of him. He's on Soldier. Unhuman, the Demoman. Fire. I seem to remember him from somewhere. He's on Sniper. Zachary on Spy. Recluse on Scout. Earth's Ice Red Fox or something on Heavy. Old school player. And player 2 on Engineer as we begin.
Things have got underway.
Take it away, Admiral.
Just bust open the Twitch chat there as well, so if you want to give me some abuse or tell me some chat up lines I can use on Hildreth, please do. But the cart is moving forward slowly but surely. We did see the Demo Man and Soldier get shut down there for Finland, but that was the suicide you were no doubt talking about, Hildreth.
Yeah, I don't agree with the idea of the suicide, because as you can see, wait, they forced the Uber? What? How did that happen? I didn't see the Palafor, the medic for Russia, took 0 damage. I'm not sure why he used the Uber. I'm not sure about that as a decision, but it's prompted the Russian team to fall all the way back. So I think their idea is, yeah, they lost their sentry as well. They're not even going to try and contest. Maybe the Soldier or Demoman are holding forward to try and force this Finnish Uber. But here come Finland surging forward. They've picked the Demoman. Unhuman was all by himself there, just like you left me. On the
covered in piss as well, just like I left you too. Urinate it upon. Right now we're going to see Naber pushing forward with that heal, fully focused on him. The Russians have performed a tactical retreat here, and Finland have a little bit of time to wait as they move the bomb forward towards that turntable. They're going to be mixing on the 1s and 2s here. The Uber comes in though, they're going to lead with Demoman. Napper again moving forward, doing work, picks up a big frag onto that dispenser. I repeat, dispenser is down, Hildreth.
Most important thing in the game to take down is the dispenser, we all know that. They've got loads of kills here, including the medic Palafor and the engineer. You got to remember, there's going to be no setup on 3, apart from just a couple of players by themselves. If Finland pushes the team, they have to worry about this sniper Fire. He's positioned in the right side, he's got free reign to look at the cart. He needs to hit some shots, get a medic kill or something. Someone needs to be jumping him. Zub's going for him now. There's the jumps. Good play by Finland. Sniper down. They should get this point for free.
Yeah, right now I have to say that I'm pretty sure the cart has been moving non-stop since those gates opened 2 or 3 minutes ago, and it is just going. This is pretty much as well as Finland could have hoped to open with. Right now they're at an uber advantage. They've got the cart just coming up the little hill now. And we're going to see again combo action as Napper leads forward with his medic muffins. Super popped off. Oh, Hildreth, they found that medic just caught right below them. Terrible luck there for Palafor. He's gone down. So has IRFX. This is looking bad for the Russians, Hildreth.
Yeah, they've got enough. The only thing they have is a Demoman. He's taken out the heavy and the soldiers jumped in, but there's so many people in the cart. The Demoman isn't even shooting the cart. There's 5 people in the cart and he's throwing pipes up at the top area. That is so quick. That is 3 minutes. I've not seen a time that quick on Bomb Blitz. And do you know that is the hardest point to push in the game, and Finland made it look easy.
Yeah, it's something I noticed as well. Like their combo pushes were good, they were getting a lot done. Didn't really drop anybody, but every time it was a nice sync up with Saba, always getting those important picks. As everybody was looking forward at the big shiny blue people, he was just sticking knives in their bags, man. That's cruel.
Well, he only has 2 points, so he must have only stuck his knife in one person's back.
There really were 2 Ubers, man. It was that quick.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Yeah, this should be a pretty easy first round to Finland unless Russia can perform miracles. I mean, I heard these 2 countries face each other during World War II. I don't know who won. I said I wasn't going to bring that in tonight, but I've gone and done it. I'm sorry.
Mission begins in
I apologise to the world for that. Yeah, this should be a easy first round for Finland. Let's see if they even lose the first point. See if Russia even have time to suicide.
I'm watching Saba. He's sitting here with Cloak and Dagger, I believe. He's just chilling. He's been spotted out though by the Russian heavy and the ETF2L admin, or former admin. Perfect. Right now, watching a direct hit soldier Shadowburn jump up and get put back in his place. Uber comes in for the Russians first. The Finns immediately pop off. They've multied as well though, but they're now trying to regain control of this high ground, but Pyro up there to knock them back, and the Demo Man. Oh, look at all those frags coming in actually. This is looking bad for the Russians. If they continue to push here, I think they might get wiped out, Hildreth.
Yeah, as soon as you get that cart right to that little choke point, you got to contend with a Sentry and Zoob spamming rockets, and between them they got like 4 or 5 of the flank players. I mean, it does look like Russia are going to win this hill area because they took down the Demo Man early in the fight. They took down Napa, so they're going to have an angle to spam on the Sentry, take it out. His shots already ran back to second point. I think he has. He's run back to second point and started setting up there. That's really good play by the engineer for Finland, and they've done a tactical withdrawal, which is kind of a key to playing defense on payload.
And they didn't Uber in the process as Finland did. They're actually sitting here with a big charge. They could block this if they wanted. Would that be a wise move, Hildreth?
Blocking the cart, that's kind of the objective of the game, isn't it, Andrew?
I know, but would it be better to milk it out and just trade Ubers, play the clock, since they're so far ahead?
Not the pressure that they're being put under by Russia. Russia are kind of putting up a lot of pressure on the cart and stuff, doing a lot of damage. So they lost their Sentry because of the fact that they're milking. But they're just standing their ground, they're not scared of these Russians.
They had such an opportunity though, they were just all bunched up around that turntable. It's just the cart was waiting. I was hoping they were going to go in.
I mean, I would have done it, but not everybody's me.
These guys are on some next level shit, man. They're waiting for the Uber to come in, but Pala's gone down to a nice rocket from Zub there before he could get that charge. The Uber does go in and get just a few frags, just a few. The cart's still moving though. Pyro's on the cart here. The Sentry's just coming back up for Finland, but it's going to be actually out of the line of sight by the time that cart rolls forward. But there's plenty of players here to clean up those remaining Russians, those rascals.
Yeah, Napa is just sitting up top spamming the cart area. There's nothing they can do, the Russians, unless they want to take like 200 damage. Now that Sentry's back up, as it goes down. Shadowburn's been spamming it from the top left each time, but this is such a tight corridor to fight in, and when you have 4 or 5 Finnish players focusing on it, there's nothing you can really do. And
quick fix being used here as the Russians try and make something happen, but the announcer is just counting down the time until they will be humiliated. Now the Finns stream forward for all those beautiful frags, but the little round wait time at the end, it's not long enough to kill everybody, Hildreth. That's sort of sad, but maybe Russia can recompose himself and come out with a winning round here. I want to go 3 maps tonight.
Yeah,
how do you feel about that?
I'd love to spend all of this time cast with you, Admirable. It'd be my dream. But on a more serious note, ladies and gentlemen, the maps for tonight are actually Barn Blitz and Lakeside, I think is the second one, and I think Upwards is a decider. I know that Finland were practicing Lakeside and Barn Blitz, especially, and Barn Blitz is always best of 3, Lakeside's going to be best of 5.
So you say that, you're almost putting an inflection on the end of your sentence there, like a question, as if I know the answer, Hildreth, but you know, I just showed up here, man. I'm a rock and roll caster, riding on the seat of my pants the whole time. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, we'll see. I shall ask people that will work. I know that it's Barn Blitz and Lakeside, but I don't know what the decider is. Yeah, it is Upwards, we're being told by the, we should call him our producer, John. Producer, cameraman, extraordinaire from Blackout Gaming TV, as we get this second round underway. Russia have an opportunity to attack. First of all, let's see if they can do anything with it this time. They're just going to stream out all on the cart.
The cart is being pushed. The sticky trap is found as well by the Pyro Crow there. Recognises there was quite a few stickies placed on that crate, and there is a spy drifting in here behind and trying to flick through 18 players super fast. Saba's on the rock. He's just waiting for the perfect moment to strike. He's trying to decide who to go for. There's not really a high priority target here. He sees a sniper with a razorback. That would be unwise, maybe. He'll go for the Demo Man. No, he's just going to wait. He's poking out the revolver. Got that cloak and dagger on. He could stand here all day, quite literally. he's looking for the medic, man. He's got his
Not necessarily just the mate, it's more like he needs to time his kill right, because if he gets a kill now it's pointless, but if he can kill like a demo or a heavy during this push, then it's really big for their team winning the repush. It doesn't necessarily have to get a medic pick. It does look like the Russians are on the cart right now, they're edging it really close. Saba elects to just sap the midi-sentry and go back. As Russia got all the way through to that little room with the sentry, and without using, yeah, they've used on the cart now. I don't know why they used. Oh, Palafor took some damage from somewhere. It's probably Zub making the suicide play as he normally does to force them. And,
I'm watching a masterclass in patience here from Saba. He's just totally avoiding that pyro, waiting for that perfect moment to strike. Watched him dodge ammo packs and weapons, not wanting to give away his position, not even the slightest clue to his opponents as to where he is right now. This is probably the most exciting thing I've seen all day.
Meanwhile, in actual TF2 that's going on, there's Russia trying to push the cart, and they're trying to take their combo in this little area underneath. Remember that Finland didn't use the Uber, so they have the option to drop down on the Russians. The Russians are sort of like, yeah, they're not in a good position, I don't like it. They're clumped up, finished.
Back on the Saba show. He's just standing here watching a pyro blast off flame bursts. Like some sort of rock show roadie.
This is definitely Shoutcasting at its most exciting.
Man, I am enthralled right now. Apparently there's a fight going on elsewhere, but Saba, he is the sword of Damocles here, dangling above the Russian team. The Uber gets popped off though now. He moves forward as things get a little bit sketchy. The Russians are retreating. He does uncloak. He's going to sap the telly and go up top. He's just got a real vendetta against structures, man. He hates those structures. Mini sentry down, and finally teleporter down. 2 big kills over the course of about 3 minutes for Saba. You tell me there's a game going on somewhere else? I don't even know, Hildreth.
Yeah, the Finnish combat, actually Fire got a lovely pick on the heavy Finland Curatus, just before the Uber push came in, and without a heavy in the push, they lacked a bit of HP, lost the push in the end, and Napa actually gets caught by Unhuman. It's a little bit of a trade. It's always a better trade when you're on offense for the demo man. You can get back to the fight quickly. There's a slight Uber advantage for Muffins, but without a demo man here, it's going to be hard to hold this top position. Actually, Ice, Red Fox, Killer, Earths.ru, that guy, you know who I'm on about, the heavy for Russia. Him, kills the heavy.
Like to sap the sentry. He's gone for the sap. He's revolvering that demo man, keeps sapping it as well, but it isn't very well coordinated with the rest of his team. Demo man of Unhuman just denied there by the rest of those Finnish players, but almost greatness.
Yeah, you're going to see why this point is so hard to push now. It's equal Ubers, and they had an opportunity, the Russia, to get a little bit done because they got the demo man and the heavy at top, but they couldn't get in any further. And it's because they have a sentry right at the back wrangling everything. It's like a last line of defense. Before that, you have to get through a demo man, a combo, a sniper sitting far back, like flank classes. Although Recluse has just walked straight in on the point and he's killed Rue, so there's no sniper now for Finland or Spy, so it gives them a little bit of an opportunity for Russia to do something, get their sniper in a position through main, but now he's just getting spammed out. He needs his medic healing him. Said Russia have Ubered up top from the locker room, as it's called, and they're sort of holding that position, but that room can be difficult to play in.
Oh, Zachary again and got himself in position to sap that sentry, but just got bumped into by a respawning soldier, and that may put the brakes on this Russian offense for the time being.
However, they did got Muffins, as you were probably about to say, but I'm going to interrupt you because I'm the man of this cast. Although Santu is actually on the relic Palafor, he's going to take him. No, Palafor defends himself with a needle, so uber advantage to Russia, and Muffins did die to the Pyro W+7 in. Go ahead, you can talk now. I've given you permission.
Thanks for the authorization there, Hildreth. You just taking the words from my mouth. You know, I am actually reading off a script right now. I've totally lost my spot, but again, I'm watching my boy Zachary come in here, but again runs into a spawner. This time the scout denies him, and is an easy sapper destruction there for Eunice, but the Uber has come in from Russia. The Wrangled Sentry though is still up. Oh, just as I say that, Unhuman lands a sweep. A brace of pipes in there will destroy that sentry, and now he is trying to fight off a scout whilst covered in Girardi. He does get the scout, but the NG comes in for the finish. A flaming shots will take him down, and that should put an end to this push for the time being, Hildreth.
Yeah, it was a bit of an uncoordinated push by Russia, but it's how hard this point is to push, even with Uber advantage. And even when you managed to get in cleanly without using your Uber straight away, they still couldn't finish people off. Probably lack of focus fire.
Zub came out the window there, a big bomb onto Pala for medic down. I repeat, medic down, Hildreth.
That's why it's frustrating for Russia. They failed the push with Uber advantage, and now they've lost their medic. So now they have to either sit there and build for 40 seconds for making the push, or they have to go against an Uber. It's risky. A fire there with a couple of good kills. Sniper, Scout and Pyro down. That opens things up a little bit. Possibly if you can get any more, but the rest of Russian teams are running in.
The Pyro does aggro on the medic. He just uncloaks in time, gets that backstab onto Muffins. And that Uber differential has just swung heavily back in favour of Russia. No heals right now either for the Finns, apart from that dispenser and of course those very closely placed spawns. Saba Saba is behind though. He may try and go for that medic pick, but this Pyro right here, Crow, is just being very dutiful with those flame blasts. Saba Saba may opt to go for the sentry and the dispenser instead. We're going to see action right now as Palafor calls out that he has charged. Saba Saba's working the stairs, he's coming up right behind the medic, but he will be denied by Crow, who is there in time. Now, Russia have free reign here, no fear of spies, they just have to go in and crush faces.
Oh no, oh no. It was a bomb by Shadowburn onto the sentry actually. And now in Uber, they haven't really dropped anybody with the Uber, they're doing a lot of damage. Can they get this sentry down? There's a sniper and a soldier behind them as well. Both incredibly weak. They go down, Russia push the cart through, cap it, and that is a respectable time, 7 minutes 48. You notice how it took them about 2 minutes to capture the first 3 points, and then about 5 minutes to capture that one.
Yeah, this really is a map of two halves, if you will. But yeah. Russia, they've set a time. It's beatable, definitely, but we could have a game in our hands here, Hildreth, dare I say it.
I think the key thing is going to be about how much time Russia can buy on these first 3 points, because usually it's 2 or 3 minutes seems to be the average time. Sometimes 4 minutes, if they're lucky.
Hildreth,
So
humour me with a few noob Highlander questions here. Obviously, there was a big balance patch not so long ago, and I've noticed that neither spy has been running the Dead Ringer. But is that just... Has it been nerfed too much now, or is this just this map in particular?
In general, I don't think it's very good on this map either way. I'm not a spy main, and I'm sure there are spy mains sitting here listening to me, you know, shouting at the
just
screen.
say something, man. Just sound like you know what you're talking about.
Oh, sound like I know what I'm talking about. Okay, well, this map I wouldn't use a Dead Ring on it because a lot of the decloak spots are really like far away from the action and it's quite tight. I wouldn't really use it anyway, but I wouldn't say the nerf has had too much of an effect. I just think it's the map in general. It's a bit too predictable with Dead Ringer in certain areas, and that was a nice coordinated attack by Finland to force the Uber from Russia. They're going to clean up everyone on the cart, which is a good move by Russia in response, just delay the cart as much as possible. But they've got to be careful not to overextend when the respawns come in. Got to be especially careful, scared of that guy Rue, the sniper for Finland. He's had a bit of a quiet game, but he's been pipped as the next big thing in the world of snipers, if there is such a thing. He's already got 2 headshots. That helps his team get 2 kills. Sniper and demo down for Russia. And full Uber for Finland. They're going to take the hill without any contestation. No, but here comes a force there by Shadowburn. Great little play. Steps out of the door as the heavy was moving and manages to force Muffins.
Zachary takes down Rue there as well. He clearly had his card marked. He called him out as a big player here for Finland, and he has just respawned. But the Russians are all at sea. They haven't set up here up top. This could be quite disastrous. They popped off Uber though. Russia have popped off Uber. They're going to lead their demo man, but no one really there for them to clean up.
Well, except for the medic and the heavy and the combat class. Except for everybody.
That was the heavy that killed them, man, not the demo man. Please, Hildreth, pay attention.
I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. I obviously don't know what I'm watching. But yes, they weren't set up, but they did have an Uber in the bank thanks to that force by Soldier Shadowburn, and they use it to get the medic. A bit of a misstep by Finland not counting the Ubers, and this is what I mean by buying some time to defend second point. If they can hold this for another couple of minutes, fend it off for another push, I think they'll have a good chance of winning the round. Sorry. They also have Uber advantage by about 20-30%. Will we see Russian aggression? Will they Uber into them?
I would love to see that, and I would expect it from Russians who in sixes are just constantly aggressive. But maybe Highlander is a whole different ball game. Right now, Hildreth, who on the Finnish sides needs to go huge to get their team back in the game here, back in the round?
I think, well, on this point, and I remember watching SNSD play this map once against Colony, and your Basabo got a huge medic pick on this point, and from that, Colony managed to beat SNSD from that one medic pick, so Saba could be the man to make it happen. I think Napa, he's been having a decent game, and here's the Uber on this man Napa, doing lots and lots of damage, but it's good spread of the Ubers by Pala 4. It's going to keep his players alive, although this heavy, he's got Saba's behind the heavy, he takes Ice Red Fox Killer down. And now no heavy, and then they're all focusing the sentry goes down, so now they're going to use this opportunity to get position on top, and Russia just gets straight out of there. It's like we're watching France play soldiers right here. They're gone, and Finland will cap second point.
They have retreated, and their NG went down in the process. They did chase down player 2, so they should get things set up in time to hold last. As the cart rolls forward, there won't be much resistance here from the Russians as they just get back and try and fortify things on last.
Yeah, they got about 4 minutes to hold this, which is very doable considering how difficult this point can be to hold. At times, for example, let's say equal Ubers, but they don't have a sentry set up. Player 2, I think, just got backstabbed on the respawn. Straight away, Finland Uber really early. It's into a pyro and a heavy. Sicky's just. And now there's Demo Man. They need a Demo Man up there, I think.
Yeah, no sentry up. Sticky Trap caught that Demo Man, and Zub is just sending a few rockets in from that other balcony. And the cart rolls forward steadily. No Uber for either medic right now. Having just been popped off. I'm gonna see the heavy of Rufix drop down and try and find somebody to kill. He will find that Pyro Eunice, but Santu comes in showing his 6's scattergun work, putting her onto him and immediately getting onto that cart, and it's going super fast here, Hildreth.
That was one of the best pushes I've ever seen on this map by Finland, just to take out the they were just literally 6 or 7 of them just swarmed through main, and the Demo Man wasn't there unhuman. He wasn't spamming it, denying them the choke points. By the time he started getting damage on it, he did an ineffectual amount. He got like an engineer kill, and that's nothing really in Highlander. And he didn't do enough damage, and they all walked in, and as you mentioned, no sentry as well. So it was just Finland just swarms and then got all the kills. It was a really good push. You have to admire it.
Very admirable indeed. You did tell me the next map is Lakeside. Am I going to see any Demo Men jumping in with cabers?
Possibly. Napa likes to do that a little bit. I've seen him do that on occasion. I don't really know much about the Russian team, particularly, other than, you know, Ice Red Fox Killer, as I'm calling him, or Earths. Sound like I have a lisp. Earths and Palafor that used to play like on this team called Turbo Poop, who were quite a good Highlander team back in the day. I can't believe Highlander has a back in the day now. That's how long it's been around.
You're an OG right now.
I am.
Yeah. I've cast it Lakeside a couple of times, even played it a few times, and I have fond memories of seeing Demo Men just do a massive arcing sticky jump around that water room and surprise medics. But that's what I'm hoping to see, Hildreth. I hope I'm not overselling it. Maybe we're going to see a very strategic and well thought out game, but I want to see some hero Demo Men flying through the air. Are you going to deny me that?
We did the PCW against him. He wasn't really doing that, although I was the Demo Man on the team. The poor boy was just Just another kid for me to crush, you know, on the other team.
Another scrub under your boot.
Exactly. So there we go. We lost 3-0 by the way. But getting back to the game, Zoob was doing a lot of work, like jumping behind on the balcony, and they had a lot of like people on the flank, like the scout and the spy for Finland were getting behind as well on the balcony, and they were sort of like denying the sniper and just making our team like look behind a lot. Like we didn't know which way to look. The only thing they didn't really do well was they didn't really sync their plays from their flank with their combo. But that's the sort of thing you got to watch out for Finland if Zoob's gonna go behind them and cause problems with Santu and Saba.
He's calling the plays here for Finland, you know. Is Zoob very vocal when he's in that role? Is he trying to coordinate pitches?
Zoob's Odd Six's team's main caller and he's not very vocal, so can't imagine him being too vocal in this. I haven't really listened to Finland play because, well, they all speak in Finnish for a start, so I have no idea what they're saying. But I'm going to guess that a lot of the stuff in their combo is just going to be called by medic or heavy or something. It's typically what you get.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. And right now, the players are slowly but surely rejoining the server. The Finns seem to be taking a little bit of a break. They're currently 2 players down in the race to fill the teams, Hildreth. This is quite exciting. Oh, another one has joined. It's 7-8 right now, Hildreth. Calm down. Hold on to your britches.
I'm just seeing if Recluse can just get out a spectator in time before Saba and Napa. And there he is.
Oh, big play from Recluse.
I think Russia have won the race. That's pretty huge.
Well, next map then. What did you say the next map was?
It's, well, after this it was going to be upwards, but we need to see Russia come back with something.
It's done. They just won, man. Are you not paying attention?
Oh, sorry.
Just won. 9-8.
What game am I
That's how you read the scoreboard, right? If you have just joined us, this is Blackout Gaming TV. This is the ETF2L Highlander Nations Cup number 2, round of 16, Russia versus Finland. I am Admirable. I'm joined by Hildreth here, and we've got John on the camera / production / everything. Hit that follow button up top. You're on Twitch TV, baby.
And Rebel, the professional plugger. Were you ever a plumber in your time?
I do connect pipes like a plumber, but I don't have any official qualifications, you know.
Did they let you play demo man for Ireland Highlander team? Could you tell us what happened with the Irish Highlander team? I know the group stages are over. I'm assuming that your team came first and destroyed everybody.
Oh, yeah. Well, in the previous Highlander Nations Cup number 1, we played 3 games in our group and didn't win a single round. Not even a match, but didn't win a single round. So I thought, you know, I don't really know what I'm doing here. I got propositioned by a young man called Beep on Steam, and I said, you know, I'm going to pass the captaincy baton to you, and he did a great job at assembling a much more Highlander-specific team rather than a bunch of 6s, no-hopers as it was last time. And I missed a couple of the games, but I did manage to play the last one, which was a glorious default win against Iceland. I was there for that screenshot, man. 9 of us, 0 of them. Suck it, Iceland.
It was the greatest moment in Irish TF2 history.
Previous to that, we struggled to get a team on in time for an Israel game, and you know what those Jews are like, man. They're ruthless. They took that default. We put up a good fight against Germany, even though we did lose that one. I feel...
Did you have 9 players on the server?
We were on the crest of a wave there, man, ready to crash.
Alright, we have gone live.
Israel. Bastards.
Okay, we have gone live now. We're watching Finland versus Russia. This is the second map of the Nations Cup round of 16 knockout stages. And we're watching Russia take control of that little pool room with the demo man. The thing is, the demo man's separated from the combo, so he doesn't have heals on him. So it's really difficult to put pressure across the point. And he gets backstabbed actually by Saba because he's isolated. And off that kill, Finland are going to pressure the point, although Napa gets sniped and hit by the heavy at the same time. Earth's Ice Red Fox is on the point, spun up, killing everybody right now. Defending that point, Finland have lost their 2 main combo classes, heavy demo, and Russia are actually controlling this point. And yeah, it looked like they wanted to use the Uber and they forced it on the scout. Santu is going to force it really, really late from Russia, and I think this point is going to go to Russia. But they're not really chasing for frags. They are going to almost caught Napa, but that
Not
was
really
it, really.
capping it either. I mean, this is a game mode that's played to the clock. If you can get that cap point captured, it will every second counts. You know what I'm saying, man? There's a spy behind as well, who Saba again with that cloak and dagger, just waiting until the pyro is distracted long enough for him to move in and
They should go. Russia should attack them. Look, they're vulnerable. They're down 3 people, and well, sorry, I'm talking. Russia are down 3 people. My bad. Finland should go. Ignore me. Russia, keep doing what you're doing. Finland should be getting aggressive on this point. They're putting a lot of pressure on it, and the flanks are kind of open, and Santu is there on the flank, and Napa is now pushing across the point. Saba is on the medic. They've forced his Uber, and they've lost so many players. It's going to be a single Uber though. Earths is going to get 1 kill, and it get ping-ponged in the air by Jonas and extinguished.
fire taken out by Saba with L'Étranger, and that Uber was very unsuccessful for the Russians. They were swarmed by blue players there. Did manage to escape with their lives, but they're a little bit of an Uber disadvantage. Probably not going to matter much in the bigger picture here, I guess, Hilda.
No, so I guess this, even though Ubers make a lot of difference in this map, it's all about the numbers that you can get in the spawns as it is in KOF maps. But you see that Finland, they pushed, even when they didn't have Uber and they didn't have the point, they were right behind that point, putting pressure on the Russians. See if Russians will do the same. They've dropped so far out, and they're given a lot of space for Rue on the point, although he's completely alone. Zachary misses about 5 revolvers on him, and he can't get the pick on Rue. Finnish team is really defensive behind the point. They're just going to have players like Zub and Santu playing around on the flanks, getting picks.
Yeah, Zub Rumen with that black box does pick up fire. And I'm watching Saba again playing the role of the voyeur, just sitting up here on these rocks on the red side, watching that combo, waiting for his moment to pounce. But it looks like Russia are just quite happy to let the clock run down here, and as I say that, I go them forward, Hildreth. They're going to push right now.
Yeah, they're hesitating a little bit as I can see Saba is on their sniper, trying to revolver him down. And we're going to have an Uber exchange on the point. No, we're going to see Rue drop the heavy and Unhuman die to sticky traps. So it's just a pyro against 3 heavy classes. It's going to be a fail push. They need to regroup and see what their sniper can do, which is what fire does. He manages to body shot Muffins as she tries to escape with the Uber. So that is medic down for Finland, and it gives Russia a great opportunity to repush. I'm going to watch Sub because I know he's going to go for the medic right now. I'm trying to find him. Where is he? Where's Ub? He's just spawned. Fantastic.
But we know very soon he's going to go for that medic, guys. Hildreth, my Highlander expert here. Oh my god. Please,
Yeah,
Hildreth.
I'm watching him bomb on the point right now. The medic's
There
nowhere
he
to be
goes.
seen. He's on that.
Hildreth, you know Zub's going to bomb that medic.
No, he's going to get meat shot by Recluse.
Aww.
Thank you for making me look stupid in front of in front of my hero caster there. He's getting kicked from the Sixers team, that's for sure. As Russia have come across the point, Muffins is living dangerously here. The sniper actually was looking at her, but she managed to escape. Russia playing a little bit more aggressive, a bit more freedom. Their combo can push a bit more forward, but Zub gets a kill on Recluse in the pool room. He controls that area now. And now he might make a jump from the side. He actually kills the sniper as well.
Yeah, that's a little sad to see. Nobody really reacted to this.
Bombs and forces the Uber. You wanted to see that before the game. He flew in through the air. I didn't see him. He was like a space rocket. And he managed to get that Uber force.
Drops down from that upper atmosphere. He had ice on him, man. He was that high. Zub is on the medic here. Gets him with a reloaded rocket there. And that means Palo will be respawning in the next 5 seconds, but the Uber is going off here from Muffins. It's so useful to stay alive as medic. No, you can't really do much from that spawn kill, does he?
No, not really. Muffins is really low, and Zachary is going for the revolvers. Gets launched up, but he can't connect any of them, and Muffins managed to dodge that and stay alive for Finland. It makes me wonder what the priorities of the heavy for Russia there was when Who bombed in the soldier? He was there shooting the point. I guess he wasn't looking, and there's Rue with a sniper on Palafor. That could just confirm the round right there. Russia need to go. Everyone needs to be aggressive at the same time right now.
Yeah, that heavy should have been looking skywards. The Finns are holding on though. Russia trying to get that point active. They've got ×3 on it at the minute, but it's probably only a matter of seconds before Finland will move in and crush. Will they allow them to cap? No, the Uber comes in, and now they're going to give chase with Santu. That scout speed should pay dividends, but it's a little bit of a wraparound here from Pala and Earfix, but they're forced to try and make a play for the point. They can't make it happen. Curates and Santu will clean up most of those remaining Russians, and it's going to be 1-0 here in favour of Finland.
Yeah, Rue in particular is starting to be on fire on this map. I've seen him like just ruin Russia's pushes with snipes on the heavy classes or whoever. I'm going to watch him on middle whilst all of interesting things happen, like Napa gets caught by Unhuman to give the demo man advantage straight away to Russia, but Rue gets a body shot onto Recluse. Now he's in a little sniper duel. He's just body shotting people. That's how snipers fight. That's how men snipers fight. Just body shot, don't even scope.
Get that constant damage. I have confirmation on Twitch as well. Sammy Rock reckons that's Sammy. Oh wow, Rock. So reckons that the story is that Napper is the caller to my earlier question, but right now neither team yet to cap that active point. We're going to see Russia make a lunge forward, trying to draw Finland up. The Uber comes in actually. That was a little bit over eager, but with the man advantage, it probably won't matter. The Russians will be able to milk this for a few seconds. How many frags can Airfix pick up off that? Just one onto the enemy heavy. Napper comes in with a big 3k though.
Wow, that was really nice.
Lands pipe after pipe there, takes out Unhuman as well. And I'm checking out to see where these spies are at. There's Zachary working his way onto the point. He's got Demo Man in his sights. He bumps into him though. He has given away his position perhaps. Now he works his way towards the pool room where he might just see Saba Saba. Ooh, two ships passing in the night there, Hildreth, but Saba Saba has made it into the red side. Zachary's just going to chill out on the pool room. He's going to pistol down this mini.
There's a change in the minigun for Finland. It's Kritzkrieg, we can tell you I'm not bite at the I-40 final. There's Muffins, but she's really weak behind the point. And Russia have actually did a nice little repush onto the point using their spawn numbers, and now there's a soldier trying to chase Muffins because she's weak. She's really weak there, 68, actually not that weak, so never mind. And they're going to crits with Napa. I'm going to get the cam on him, see what he can do with the crits.
First sticky is no good, the second finds the side of the wall. The Uber comes in though, but the Kritzkrieg itself didn't do that much. Airfix gonna pick up Dapper and Jonas. There is a wrangled mini though, just tickling him back onto his own side, but the Finns look well and truly defeated for this current push, and that clock is just ticked into Russian territory right now, and they are winning, if I could say that.
Now these have shot Rue down, even though they've started to come out better with the combo plays, but Rue is still sniping nerds down left, right and centre. Here he is on the balcony playing mind games with the Russians. They're scared to peek because of this guy, and they need to get some pressure on him. Zub kills Fire, so he's free reign, but he's getting pressure by a spy finally, who whiffs so many revolver shots. It's like watching James Bond shoot after he's had a few glasses. It's not very good there, and Finland are going to come straight back in. There's a scout on the medic. Recluse drops Muffins down. Finland will probably pick up this point. I didn't see how Palafor died, did you?
Absolutely did not. I was just pondering at your James Bond stories. Clearly, Hildreth hinting at another life where he was drinking buddies with James Bond. I would like to hear more about that after the cast, but there is a game going on right now as the Russians are going to retake control of this point. They're still ahead in terms of time spent, but they have just capped it, and that lead is only going to get bigger. Saba Saba still a man behind enemy lines, but he is just standing there, man. He's just chilling. He's just chilling. Here comes
Look at the medigun. Look at the medigun from Palafor. It's the QF.
The big quick fix.
Oh yes, I mean this has just as much more interest in the Saba Saba, as hard as that is to hear, Admiral.
I do love that guy.
He does have a nice name.
This is a gun that many people are questioning if it's been buffed too much. A medigun, I should say, not an actual gun. You can't hurt people with it. But we're going to see how the Russians opt to play
They have
this.
to use it aggressively, because Muffins has gone back to the normal medigun. So if they don't use it aggressively, then they're just going to have to force Muffins and then reposition themselves and re-push. There's a little bit of a scrappy fight going on across the place. Snipers are knocking heads off people right now, but it looks like Finland are going to push in with this normal Uber.
They need to just zone out the Finns here. They want to see that Uber pop off and back away with the quick fix. If they go toe to toe at close range, they will get out damaged compared to the heal rate of the quick fix. Oh, the backstab comes in from Saba. And now... Oh, yes, that heal rate serving Pala for well. He will escape almost far enough to get away from Zub. Tries to surf, but then stops and eats the last rocket. He could have survived there, but he's just not me.
If only Admirable was born in St. Petersburg, then Russia would be ahead on this map. Instead, well, they have 30 seconds to just to defend, so 1 minute and 30 seconds for Finland to run down. But surely they're going to change from the quick fix. Is he going to keep it? Yeah, he's gone back to the normal Uber charge. Pala 4.
This actually would have been a great time to use the quick fix, man. No, get aggressive before the Ubers are in there. But he's opted to switch it up.
I probably agree with you, actually. If they get their team really aggressive, they're going to force Finland here. And especially because they got Napa, their chasing power has gone. Oh my god, Muffins dropped everybody in that push. They didn't use the Uber quick enough. Muffins got body shot. It's a disaster for Finland. That will probably be the round. And
big plays.
That was a great push by Russia. They knew that they said, yeah, we're going to push, and you're going to have to use your Uber on us, or we're going to kill you all. And they weren't quick enough, man.
Santi was just standing around those giant needles there, trying to find some way out here for Finland, but just surrounded by red players, unable to cap the point, unable to get any important picks. Finland are going to run as fast as they can to try and activate that point and keep things going in overtime, but they will not do it. And it will be 1-1 here as Russia come back with a strong answer there.
I'm seeing the Source TV chat fill up with Russian text. It was just like watching Quake on Evil versus the American guy last night. Again. And we're going to watch the rollout. Snapper is so weak again, 7 HP. He's got to be careful on these rollouts. Getting quickly on this map doesn't give you that much of an advantage. It's about staying healthy. And he gets body shot by fire. So that's Demoman down there again, right at the start of the round. Advantage Russia. Let's see if Rue can rescue their team. Again, he's got one snipe so far in this middle on fire. His opposite number.
No, Russia really could sacrifice a few players here just to force, but
oh wow.
The Ubers aren't even up, so it would have to be a full-on medic pick. No substitutions, man. And right now it's going to be Uber versus Uber, and icon man advantage for Finland. They managed to get those spawns in. They could push, but
yeah,
they're going to wait.
There's no demo for Russia. Rue did like 450 damage in about 3 seconds as sniper doming people left, right and centre. But they've got to push way quicker than this. Zachary almost gets a stab off on Muffins. And here they come. Here comes the Uber. It's equal exchange right now. Although the heavy gets sniped for Russia in that exchange.
Napper already picked up a bunch of entry frags on his first barrage of stickies. Reloads, goes in and forces that Uber. They do cap as well in the process. So this is nice for Russia right now. Saba is down. My boy, he's going to come back into the game soon, but there is no threat of a spy for Russia that allows them to move forward on top of the fact they have an actual man advantage here, and the Finns are just terribly scared, and there's lots of headshots flying around.
Yeah, luckily Ruse managed to save them again by getting all these snipes just to reduce their numbers. There's more damage on that demo man on the point. I've been watching Karutas for the last 30 seconds. He's been just eating demo man spam. Like, he must have eaten something like 500, 600 points worth of damage and dealt about 100 points worth of damage. It's not really economical in the whole math side of Tier 2. Go ahead.
How many calories are in a sticky bomb, you know? Should he change his diet?
I'm gonna go ahead and just ignore that. I don't understand, okay? Calories? Sticky bomb? I was talking about economics. What does this have to do with anything?
He's eating stickies, man, wow. Anyway.
Oh, I'm bad at this game. Okay, fair enough.
You're probably one of the thinnest people I've ever met anyway, Hildreth, so
I wouldn't know about calories, you're right.
you wouldn't know. You need to be a beefcake like me. Right now I'm watching Recluse run in a direct line towards Muffins there to try and get a medic pick, but he was denied, and here comes the bomb from Zub just as he sees people moving forward. Oh, eats a lot of damage, then gets body shot at close range by fire. Zub down, I repeat, Zub down.
Surely that means a push from Russia. I'm watching on Human, he's taking a lot of heals, moving across the point, right click, left click. He's going to feed this heavy again with some of his stickies. He's putting them all over the place, but actually as a surprise, Uber from Finland defensively, aggressive Uber on defense, catches the Russians a little bit by surprise, and they've lost their Demo Man, which is a big class to lose when you're trying to push a point. Earth has got all the way across the point, and he did loads of damage, took out the enemy heavy, and now with the spawns coming in, Russia have a great chance to recap this.
I just saw some sick graphical glitch there where the wrangled mini Sentry had some massive giant blue shield. It was awesome. But anyway, there is a battle going on, and Russia have managed to get time in the point, but I've been forced into retreat here, having lost so many players. Finland are about to take it back, and they are in the lead in terms of time on those clock systems.
Yeah, they are. Just lost. Russia have just lost on Human, and now Zub's going in for a bomb takedown. So they're going to have to wait another 20 seconds before they can make another push. There's good little time waste in there, just a few kills, waste some time, burn the clock. So the Russia's desperate to try and go down this little left area. They can't. They have position on the right side. That's where their flank is. They've taken all of this ground. If Russia can rotate and push across the left side, they can probably get in without using their Uber as early. See where they're going from. I'm trying to find them. Where are they? They're going from this right side. They've managed to come in. Haven't been forced early.
Both medics are still running that normal Uber charge now. The pop off here from Russia and the counter from Finland. Finland could use this to their advantage. They do have a few seconds milked here. They could push on with it. They could take down the Pyro of Crow now. Unhuman is next on the hit list. He's going to get focused down and finished off by Eunice there. Shotgun of the Pyro will take him down, and Finland will win this one as the clock ticks down.
Yeah, the timing of Saba Saba was so strong there. He got a pick on Earth's Ice Red Fox. I'll just call him Ice Red Fox from now on. Earth's. He got a pick on him, the heavy for Russia, as the Ubers came in, and when you've lost your heavy in the Uber bush, it's really difficult to clean things up. And obviously they got swamped towards the end. We're watching mid-fight number 4. The question is, will Nappa die straight away? No, this time Unhuman will be the first person down. He overextends, looking for the health pack, and pull room. Zub takes him out, and now the Demo Man advantage to Finland. They got all the pressure on the point, and Russia have to just run. There's nothing they can really do.
Super weak, and medic on 20 HP there, forced to leave the rest of his team. And there will be a little bit of an attempted suicide there from Shadowburn, who jumps in and then jumps out. Saba Saba's watching him here, won't even give away his position for these easy frags.
Surely he's called that demo on his own now. He's going to go for him. Actually misses him, gets his little revolver, eats a pipe from Unhuman.
Nice catch.
Yeah, there's a nice little pipe there. Now I'm watching from Russia, the heavy weapons guy. Is going on the left. He's taking so much damage. He's not even been healed, so that's because Palafor went down. I thought Palafor was hiding spawn or something.
Yeah, it was a free Uber. Oh, Spy comes in and whiffs it. Zachary is gonna juke around the combo here, trying to avoid the sightline of Curates, that spinning heavy, and dodging the Pyro as well. He's back onto the medic, gets a little pinhole stab directly in his torso, but cannot land that back stab.
Yeah, Russia. Oh, the crit stones. I was going to say they need something. Russia.
They got something, man.
They got the crit screw. They got Unhuman needs to go huge with some stickies. Change this round around because they're just getting kind of dominated, sat in there in half of the map. I mean, for example, Zub has just taken down fire on the flanks. That sniper down. Exactly. It just gives Rue free reign to shoot. Zachary does pick the engineer, but Saba Saba responds likewise with a pick on the engineer and keeps his life. And Rue is just landing headshots anybody that dares peek that left side takes 150 damage. It's really difficult for the Russians. They need these crits to work.
Trying to find their point of entry, and that pick of fire onto Rue will be the signal for them to push. Sniper obviously deadly against a Crits Krieg medic. Crits has been popped off, Uber comes in immediately, they need to try and find some frags outside of that combo, but Curates will take down Crow. Shadowburn goes down to Santu in the process. The crits has expired, but Russia have managed to gain ground. They've got that height advantage. Santu just drawing their attention away on the to that right hand side, and now Russia are able to walk forward, but Unhuman finds pipe after pipe onto Curates, and Zub will jump in just in time to see if his medic there. They will be able to regain control of this point. Russia with only 3 alive at the minute. Big spawn wave comes in though.
Yeah, they should be able to recap this in about 15 seconds, I hope. Although they're kind of like committing to too many solo fights right now. Recluse does a great job of picking up Jonas on the point, but there's a mini sentry on the right side of the point that goes down, and now is on the point for Russia, and yeah, they do pick up the cap, and are they staying crits? They are staying crits, so that's a 50% advantage. I'm talking about, this is what I talked about, Santu going behind. Him and Zub have been getting behind the Russians, splitting their focus all game. And he's at the spawn right now, taking out a teleporter. So it's going to give him something to think about as they push him with his crits.
Yeah, this is a classic Russian strategy as well. If you get behind, go crits until you're winning, but the game is over. The medic does get milked. Ooh.
Finland just dropped out, though. They knew what was going on. They're just going to build Uber and rotate.
Oh! Rue with the big headshot there onto Pala. No crits in the game anymore. This is a massive advantage here for Finland as they move forward. They still have a massive 1 minute lead here on the clock. They're about to recap. The Uber does get popped off. Now they're going to clean up. How many frags can they get? 3, 4, 5.
This is like a nursery game that you play in Ireland. How many frags can you get?
1, 2, 3, 4. That's right, yep.
It's like a skipping game.
I've got my rope here in my hand. But that's a whole other story. That's a bit X-rated.
If this is the last 30 seconds of the cast, it's going to end on a sour note.
I think it will.
I want Russia to re-push here and force another round, take it to 2-2. Right now,
roll the dice, Russia, roll the dice.
They have an opportunity. They have to get in before Muffins gets this Uber. She's on 85% right now. They're starting to put time on the cap, but they needed like a bomb or something. A Muffins or a medic pick, and she does get the Uber, but it's the heavy gets dropped because of the backstab by Zachary. Russia actually recapped the
cap.
point.
This could be the greatest comeback of all time.
Yeah, they have lost about 4 players in this fight.
Look at Zachary. Zachary's about to go huge. Oh, he swings and misses. The demo man does get him eventually.
Ice Rock. I forgot his name. Went huge on the point. He got 3 kills. He just crossed the point. Wrapped
Do you mean
around
my
the
buddy
finish
Ice
team.
Red Fox?
Ice Red Fox. That's the guy.
Oof. It's only 4 letters. You can't drag it out that long, man.
He's Russian. He might want me to pronounce it that long. He went huge there, and Russia have an Uber in the bank to play with. How are they going to use this? Like, they're under pressure. There's actually a big bomb by Shadowburn. Sorry, drops Muffin. So now Russia do actually get forced, but it's a free Uber. Good play by Zub to just equalise it. But that was big plays there by the soldier from Russia, and they're going to clean the Finns up. And now there's 40 seconds to defend. I want to see Russia hold more aggressively, hold forward, hold the doors.
Yeah, deny Rue. Don't even let him get out there, man. Spam the shit out of him.
I don't like how they split up like a few of their players, like Recluse is hiding, the NG's far forward. They just invite to be picked off one at a time. They need their combo position further forward. There we go, player 2 gets taken down, Recluse gets taken down, the 2 players that are separated. So now they have a numbers advantage pushing into this. And Finland coming across the point, Unhuman gets spammed by Nappa, and Sabu is coming behind the medic. Medic spots him, but they're all over the cap, and someone needs to block it. No.
Oh, Hellsworth, man. So right. All they needed to do was get bodies on the point, but they gave away those 3 picks. That was just sad to see.
Yeah, the spy soldiers scout often the aggressive players on this map, all taken down one at a time because they were by themselves, as Bite would say, because they were by themselves and not with their team.
They don't call it Team Fortress 2 for nothing, mate.
Okay, it could have worked though if the Russian combo had played forwards and like sort of more on the point, you know, got their soldier jumping wherever Rue was.
Yeah, no, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't that those 3 died. It was that everybody else pussied out.
That's the thing. You gotta do what your main caller tells you to do. Whoever the Russian main caller is, I guess it would probably be.
You think the Russians have a caller?
That's a good thing. I think they're more like a collective.
A commune, you might say?
Possibly, yeah. But we do see their exit from the Nations Cup.
Yeah, man, they are exiting the server and exiting the Nations Cup. Yeah, I've been watching the ETF2L Highlander Nations Cup number 2 round of 16 between Russia and Finland. Russia showed a little bit of potential, but Finland, the favourites, living up to that billing. They're going to take it 2 maps. This has been Blackout Gaming TV with Admirable and Hildreth and John. Any final thoughts, Hildreth?
Not really. Final thoughts. I was just wondering if you would accept my proposal to go to the dance on Saturday. I think there's more of an Irish theme.
If you send me one of those in-game rings, yes, I will dance you around I-49. But I will promote the fact that we're going to be doing a little ETF2L Season 15 award show on Team Fortress TV, either in half an hour or maybe not, I don't know. Keep an eye on Team Fortress TV anyway. I'll tweet about it as well. Follow me. I'm at Admirable Player. I'm trying to get into the Highlander scene a little bit. I've just joined a team stacked with my Irish Pyro homeboy Beep. Hildreth, I'm going to be the next big thing.
You're going to go against my team next season. You on one side, me on the other, fighting it out.
It's going to be like Romeo and Juliet.
I wonder which one's going to be Juliet.
Well, I've got the bigger rack, you know. It's cool. It's me.
There's no dispute in that one.
Are you a Cabriolet or a Montague? Oh, look at my GCSE English knowledge. Oh my god. Let's wrap it up.
I can't even remember like my GCSE English, so...
You like the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. He's a dreamboat, okay.
Yeah, fair enough. You can't deny him. He's quite a handsome lad.
Yes. Well, thank you, and good night.
Good night.